Give me your hand.
Like that.
There you go. See? That's how it should be. Oh my God, your food. You make it look so easy.
That was good. Let's do one more. Hi, I'm Matt Moran, and welcome to Kitchen Tales. There's nothing I like more than catching up with mates while I cook for them in my kitchen, where all the best stories are told. Yeah, right.
Give me your hand.
There we go, like that.
There you go.
Even Matt Moran makes mistakes.
I do. No! So join us in the kitchen. I'm looking forward to sharing their kitchen tales with you. It's better than I thought, actually.
Look at that, the cat's helping.
Now, my next guest is a chef, and she's ran hugely successful restaurants. In fact, she's been an inspiration to so many young chefs, a whole new generation. And she's the only chef that I've allowed to cook in my home kitchen, actually for me. She's the most famous of the Hong chefs. She's got a son called Dan. You might have heard his name. He does okay. Angie Hong is here. Let's go and get her. Hi, Angie. How are you? You bought gifts? How are you?
How are you?
What have you got? Betel leaves.
I've got betel leaves that I just dig it out from my garden.
Oh, did you?
Yesterday.
Oh, we're going to use these.
Yeah, you're going to use and you can grow them
And
as
I can
well.
grow them. Fantastic.
They will be spreading like everywhere.
Put them in my garden out there.
Yes, sure.
All right, come on,
Yeah.
come in. I've got a treat for you. It's kind of strange having you back into my kitchen because last time you were in my kitchen,
Yes.
I was sitting down and you were cooking for me.
That's correct.
You are the only chef that I've actually had cooking in my kitchen and for me. Ever.
Ever?
Yeah, at home.
At home.
So I mentioned that you're the famous of the Hong chefs, and I mentioned that you've inspired a whole generation of young chefs, and I think that's through Dan. You know, Dan does all right. You know,
Yes,
we know
he does.
He's not a bad cook.
He's mentoring a lot of young chefs.
Yeah, but he's been inspired by you. So you're really the godmother of Asian cooking in Australia.
Thinking of making pastry.
It's foreign.
No, it's messy.
It's messy. It is messy.
Yes.
You can do it in. I'm going to make some sweet pastry.
Yes.
You were talking about how much you love fruits, and
Yes.
you mentioned. I think you mentioned at the moment you love peaches and blackberries.
Yes.
So I'm going to make a blackberry tart.
Oh.
You see the size of that,
Yeah.
and they're in season.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of flour and sugar, and I've got some butter which is quite firm. So I'm just going to throw that in there. I'm going to do this by hand.
Of course.
And a little bit of vinegar.
Why vinegar?
Vinegar just sort of stabilises a little bit. It gives a little bit more liquid in there.
Oh, okay.
And it gives a little bit of tiny flavour
Okay,
too,
I'm
like a little bit of sourness.
I'm learning, Matt.
The key is always to just mix with your fingers.
Yeah,
So what did you have for dessert? Just mainly fresh fruit?
that's correct. Yeah, because that's just fresh fruit in season. It's always papaya,
Yeah.
bananas.
I've got to ask you, and I think I know the answer, what is your favourite fruit?
My favorite fruit, of course, is durian. I'm so happy that the Australian government announced that there's a bubble traveling. There could be a bubble traveling within Australia and Singapore. And my daughter Rebecca and her husband and the 2-year-old son are living in Singapore.
Yeah, right.
So I can go and see them at the same time eating durians as well.
Oh.
That's the season.
Right, so
Yeah.
let me get this straight. All right, you're happy that the government is now letting you fly to Singapore and back, hopefully. You kind of mentioned to see your daughter, but really you just want to go there to eat the durian. What's more important, your daughter or the durian?
No. Wow. I don't want to give you the true answer. I said my daughter.
Now, I've mixed that. So what I would do now is put that in some plastic and then let it rest for a few hours.
Oh, why?
And then just for it to relax, because if you roll it out straight away and cook it, it'll shrink, and you don't want it to shrink. So we're just going to put that, I'm going to put that over there and I'll deal with that later.
Yep.
I've got a perforated tin here.
Oh,
so see it's got
okay.
holes in it.
All right.
And it's just better for cooking.
Can I just have a look?
Yeah, it's
Thank
better
you,
for
please.
cooking pastry because
Okay, so it's got holes
it's
around.
got holes and the heat goes through it.
And,
And,
okay, so the pastry will be crispy.
Yeah, it gets a little bit more crispy. So
Right.
I've halved that because that'll make 2.
Okay.
And I'm just going to really carefully...
So what is this one, short crust?
Short crust, yep. Short crust. And it's a really good one for rolling, you know, especially, you know, it's quite short in the end and you want it to be short.
But why do they call it short?
Because short is it breaks, it's crispy, I don't know how to explain it. No, you called me out, good on you. Short as in, you know, it's not tough, it should be, you know.
So it's not like elastic?
No, it shouldn't be elastic, but it also should melt in your mouth when you're eating it. It's like shortbread. So what you do is when you get it to here, very carefully, you roll it like that, roll it up.
Yeah.
Put that there. Find where it is.
Oh, so when you you can lift it up with that will break, isn't it, right?
It's very gentle. Feel that. Feel how brittle that is.
Can you eat it?
And it's really, you can eat that. And it's really short. So short as in, you know, it's short as in fragile. Not short-tempered, like a lot of chefs are. I think you told me a story once that you made gingerbread. Yes. And the dog wouldn't even eat it.
No.
Because it was really tough.
It is so hard that we can't actually even break it. Why is that?
Because it's not short enough. By short it means brittle. And if you've worked it like this and you move it and you work it too much and you roll it too much and the recipe's not a good recipe, and the recipe's important because the more buttery it is,
yes,
the more brittle it's going to be. So I actually was busy this morning, and with my other chef, I made you a little present.
Oh my God, that is so
good.
Oh yes, that's what I smell when I walk into the house.
Yeah, you smell the ginger.
The ginger.
I'm going to put this in the cool room.
Can I eat one?
Yeah, you can eat one. Yeah.
I can eat
Eat
one.
the heads first, I think. I should see if my dog will eat it. Actually, let me go and see.
You want to do the test?
I'll do the test.
Yes.
I'll check Freddie. Fred, come in. Over here, Fred. Right, let's see.
Hey, Fred.
Hey, Fred.
Okay.
This is Freddie. This is Angie. Sit.
Wow.
Do you want a bit? Hey? Oh. Good boy. I'll tell you what, I was sweating a little bit then.
No.
You like that, Freddie?
Don't let him see the whole plate. Okay?
All right, Freddie, you want to go back out or you want a little bit more? Just one more. There you go. There you go, Freddie. Oh, yeah.
This is the luckiest dog in the world, Matt. Because he gets, she or he? He gets to have the best food in the world.
Yeah, he's lucky. I've got another pet, and he comes in. I don't remember Marvin, the big fat cat. Marvin,
I know, I've seen it on your...
He was here yesterday, but Marvin's the king of the house. He does whatever he wants, whenever he wants. He'll just come along in the middle of cooking or filming. He'll just jump up on here. He'll have a bit of a look around, and then he'll go again. And I'm going to make the frangipane mix. I don't know whether this is long enough.
Another question.
Yeah.
Why is it called frangipane tart?
Why
the word frangipane, which is flowers?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. And that's one I can't answer. It's a French tart, baked tart, and it's just always been called a frangipane tart.
Yeah, I know.
I used to make them when I was young. I used to put apricots and berries and strawberries and all different things. Right. Sounds good?
Yep.
Right, so I'm just going to fold through the macadamia nuts.
When you mean you say fold through, what does it mean by that?
What? The
Fold through.
Fold. So I whack them all in like that.
Yeah.
And then I just fold it through.
Oh, okay. That's all the lingo of baking.
That's the lingo of baking. Aussie slang. How long have you been in Australia?
50 years.
50 years.
Yes, I came here when I was 19. So now
Wow.
you can work out. Next week is my birthday.
You're 59.
No. 69.
You look 59.
Thank you, Matt.
That's what I meant to say. Right, so I'm just going to fold that through like that. And one little
Trick?
trick at the end.
Yes, I know. You're always full of tricks.
Bit of rum,
Oh, yes.
bit of cognac. No, not to drink. I'm just going to add that and fold that through. It's going to give it a little bit more,
Of course.
sweetness and...
Yeah, when we make like pound cake in Vietnam, we always add rum to it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I want to get as much flavour. So I've got beautiful fresh blackberries.
Yes.
But I want to get as much flavour as I can. So what I'm going to do is just put that on the base.
Oh, you put it in.
Yeah, that's cold. That's been.
Yeah.
This is one I rolled out yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's been rested, but you
Yeah.
only need to rest it for an hour or so.
Uh-huh.
Right, that's all ready to go. I'm going to bake that about 180, 200. It's going to take about half an hour, I reckon.
Oh, that's
But
great.
it's not finished. And while we're doing this, you're gonna help me with some of your cuisine. So tarts in the oven, and I just love, Angie, how you bought me these because I'm going to grow them. I'm going to use a couple today, and we're going to make a little. I don't know what we're going to make. I'll show you what I've got. All right, because this is where I, showed you how to do some pastry. You're going to help me do a beautiful little betel leaf. Now
Yeah,
that
okay,
is
so-
that is one of my favourites. You can try a little bit of that. That's
Is it,
crab meat,
crab
Spanish
meat,
crab, that I just cooked this morning, so it was fresh.
Oh my goodness me, it's so yummy.
It's so yummy, isn't it? Look at that. Oh God, you got the good bit.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to leave that there. I've got a little bit of coconut cream, some palm sugar, some fish sauce. And I know the flavours of... I used to work with David Thompson when I was young, so a lot of Thai cooking, and I know that those flavours of salt, sweet and sour. Sour from the lime, sweet from palm sugar generally, and salty from the fish sauce.
Yep, and spicy.
And spices, yeah. And,
From the chili.
From the chili. So
And
we're
a
going to put
little
some
bit of texture from the lemongrass.
lemongrass. Oh, we can put some lemongrass. So I was going to make a dressing out of palm sugar, coconut, and
Yeah.
then season it with that. And I was going to
Yeah.
put some kaffir lime,
Yes.
chiffonade,
Yes,
and then some chili,
yes,
chiffonade,
yes.
and really, really fine, and just heat it up and make a little dressing. And just taste it for balance. But you could tell me what you think is when it's the best. You use pomelo.
Yep, I'm going to peel
And ruby grapefruit.
just the pomelo will
Just
be enough.
pomelo, right,
Yep.
done.
And I'm going to,
You're going to peel that for me.
yes, I know.
How do you want to peel it?
I peel it the Vietnamese way.
All right. And how's
Okay?
that?
Well, I will need a knife.
A knife? Big
Yes.
knife or little knife?
The little knife, the vegetable
A
knife.
vegetable knife.
But I want to sharpen it the Vietnamese way as well.
You want to sharpen it the Vietnamese way.
The
Right.
Vietnamese way.
Jeez, I thought this was my show.
You know what? I need a bowl.
You need
with
a bowl
rough,
too? Jeez,
not a bowl with a rough ceramic one, but rough one. So like, give me one of your rice bowl or whatever it is.
Not a metal bowl.
No, not metal. It has to be ceramic.
Ceramic bowl.
Yeah. Okay. You know, like I'm going to do like this.
Look at this, like this. One like that.
Yes. Give me. I'm not going to break your mud bowl. I'm just using it as a
That's right.
knife sharpener.
Oh,
Wow, scary, isn't it? Right?
that one's very sharp.
All right. And the way I do it out.
You do it out.
Yeah.
Don't cut yourself. I'm not sure I have insurance for you.
Don't worry. I can handle like
Good. Right.
a good,
I'm going to watch you do this first, actually.
Because we want to keep. See, when you don't have a plate or anything in the
Yeah.
market, you need to peel it
You
this
need to
way,
do it. Yeah, right.
so that it's like a
Wow. All right.
a plate when you rest the grapefruit.
Right.
Let's see.
So you're going to just peel it all off and then you use the skin as a plate.
Yeah. So what they do is that after I do that, I put it on their head look like this, Matt.
Yeah, right.
Give me your head.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go, like that.
There you go. See? That's how it should be. Perfect. I can't put it in my hair because I got hair. You don't.
No, I don't have hair. That's so
Sorry.
true. I love my hat. I'm going to keep that. My daughter will love that. Use your chili, the red one.
Yep. Whatever you fancy.
And how do I cut it? Do I just season all?
Seasonal, yes. Seasonal. Every meal, I will have the whole chili sitting next to me, and then I just bite. I don't need to cut it. I just take a bite every mouthful.
Oh.
Okay.
That's pretty full on. Right, now I've put some kaffir lime in there, some chili.
I think it's bursting out of flavour.
I want you to tell me, because it's quite thick, but I want it to be thick, I think. You tell me. No, have the whole thing. Take the spoon. I want to get it right. Good?
Yeah.
All right. So what are we going to put in this now? I'll get some more kaffir lime, and I'm going to get some chili julienne for looks.
I never had a close encounter with a chef, except Dan.
Really?
Okay? So you are the very first one I have a close encounter.
Really?
Yep. So, but Dan is, whenever I cook, he normally doesn't help much. He just like come in and taste it.
Really?
Yep. And or it's just like the last finishing touch, like sliding some meat or
Is he critical of your cooking ever?
No, he can't be.
No, he can't.
I won't allow that.
I love it. All right, so we've got some pomelo. So let's do, what do you think? Just to break that up into little cubes? I'd love how you did that.
I'm not wasting anything.
No, I know, even the hat.
I was saying, can I make one criticism?
Yeah, of course.
From watching your past?
Yeah.
You look nervous.
Bloody well am.
Now, when you try to get the sediment out of the orange, you're actually wasting a lot of orange. That's what I'm saying, yes.
And wastage is not good either. So Ronnie can't
Who dares to criticize Moran except Angie Hong?
You know, what sort of drink do you put with sort of this style of cooking? And I think I know the perfect thing. And it might be a bit early for you, but and I thought of this.
You mean alcohol?
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Of course, I'll take alcohol no matter what time of the day. You know that.
But I've got a special one.
Oh my God, it looks so pretty.
I thought of you.
Why do you think of me when you
I'll
got that?
show you. This is my favourite beer at the moment, and it's Aussie beer. It's called Brick Lane, but it's called One Love, and it's all about diversity. And I thought of you because everyone loves Angie Hong, don't they? Huh?
Oh my God.
Brick Lane's definitely my favourite. So I always think with this style of food.
It's
Asian.
so good to know that everyone loves Angie Hong. And when you check, have you do your research?
Yeah, everyone loves Angie Hong. Everyone loves Angie Hong.
You done your research?
Dan Hong, yeah, Angie Hong.
Revelation. Moment of revelation.
And the key to it is when you lift it up, you can see it's golden brown.
Yes.
And that's when you know
Perfect.
that it's nice and crispy and short.
So it looks so perfect.
And it's nice and spongy.
Yes.
And the blackberries are now started to cook, so they'll be nice and soft.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to let that sit there. And because you can dust that with icing sugar and make it look pretty, but I'm going to just dissolve that apricot jam and make a glaze, and I'm going to brush that.
All right. Yeah.
So while we're waiting for that,
Well, let's try this.
let's try one of these.
Yeah, I know. I need a chili though.
You need a chili.
I need a chili for
Wow.
my
Yeah,
my
I'll
thing.
grab one.
The whole chili. I have to buy through it when I'm.
You want a whole chili?
Yeah, I want a whole chili, so I'll eat it while I. Yeah.
Wow.
So let's see.
I'm not going to do it like that.
Okay, but you know what? By the time you reach my age, you're going to do like this.
I'm going to do it like that.
Yeah,
So
you're
have
going to do
show
like
me.
this. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Sorry, I'm a bit messy.
I don't care. I'm going to try it.
Have you been to Bali?
I have many times.
Oh, many times. Yeah, that chili is crazy.
It's good with the beer. The chili's all right.
It gets hotter toward the end. Yeah.
Have I done all right? It's good.
So,
Oh,
perfect.
that's hot. That's
Oh,
hot.
let's see.
Cheers. I needed to get some beer in there before. All right. Normally I'd let this rest for a little bit. See that now? It's like a apricot jam. And I'm just going to paint on the top.
Wow.
But because it's really hot, I think the best thing to do is to serve with some ice cream. I've got some ice cream. I'll grab it. These are my mates at Messina. You know Messina?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
The best. And
Yes.
they're lovely boys. And they look after me, so I'm going to look after them by using the ice cream because I think it's the best by far. Right, and vanilla. Have to have vanilla. Vanilla. Look at that.
Oh, the color of vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, it's the best ice cream, I reckon.
Yeah.
All right, now,
All right.
this is warm.
All right, so...
Very
okay. And...
Slide that over there,
Oh,
like that.
that requires some sort of maneuvering.
Yeah, you know. It was, you get used to it after a long time. Now I'm going to cut it straight in half. Oh, this pastry, can I just say, is very short, so it's very brittle. Really brittle. And you can see that when I cut it, see it just crumbles a little bit?
Yeah.
So this should be melt in your mouth sort of stuff, I'd say. All right. Shouldn't really serve it so hot. Look at that.
Oh, yes.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, I know, that's pretty. And it's super thin.
The pastry, yeah?
Yeah, the pastry. I was about to eat chili with it.
Oh, were you?
No, I'm joking.
You're bloody funny, aren't you? You got me again. All right.
All right. Actually, I never tried vanilla ice cream from Messina because normally, like I say, oh, why do you get vanilla? You get all the other flavor.
They're good boys. They look after me, so I look after them. I've just got to say thank you for coming on because you were. I wanted some Asian food, and anyway, everyone said, "Who are you going to get?" And I said, "I want Angie Hong." And someone said, "Oh, what about Dan Hong?" I said, "We don't need Dan Hong." I said, "Let's get Angie Hong. She's a much better cook." No disrespect, Dan. You're a very good cook.